Did Ferguson speak to you? And did she give you a message about Chrissy? I see. Well, you can put that back behind the extinguisher for now and give me some time to think. And I'll come up with a way of dealing with Ferguson.
Not many jobs around these days.
No.
Go and try something else on.
All right.
Not a bad-looking kid, that one.
No, she comes up all right. I'd offer you one, but you can say I'm in short supply.
I could get her a steady job, starting tonight.
Forget it, Des. She's only a kid.
A year older than you were when you started.
I wasn't a virgin. She is.
For real? Hey, there's blokes who'll pay even more for that. You get to work on her, sell her the idea.
No way.
You got some bad habits, love. And I don't just mean that stuff. If you don't want it all to dry up, you'll do just like I say.
Only another 1,000 to go, Boo.
Yeah, right. Listen, did Ferguson collect her rake off?
Yeah, I checked the fire extinguisher and the money's gone.
Bitch.
Well, what are we going to do, Boo?
I'd like to kill the mongrel.
Don't do that. You'll never get away with it.
Why not? What do they do to me? Give me life? They've already done that twice already. Oh, don't worry, Doreen, I won't do it. There's more than one way of dealing with a bent screw. Listen, what did she say to you the other night when she made a pass?
Oh, that, well, she didn't actually make a pass at me. I just sipped it so that you wouldn't find out about the book.
Oh, bugger it. I had a plan, but I've got to have someone that Ferguson's got her eye on.
Yeah, well, there's only one person in this place that she fancies, and that's Hannah Simpson, and she is not going to help you.
Well, we'll have to make sure she does. One way or another. Ooh. Doreen, tell Hannah I want to talk to her.
Bea wants you.
What's it about?
Don't know, she just wants to talk to you, that's all. She wants to talk to Hannah, not you.
Me and her are sitting together.
Yeah?
What do you want?
Sit down and start eating and make it nice and casual. I hear Ferguson still has the hots for you.
So what?
I've got a plan to get rid of her.
Why?
Why? Because the department doesn't like its officers putting the hard word on the women, especially female officers. It doesn't look nice in the newspapers.
Why are you doing it? You don't work for the department. You're surely not doing it for me.
I'm doing it for everyone. The bent screw is bad news. We have enough trouble fighting against the decent ones without having a greedy, power-mad dyke on the loose.
Why are you telling me?
I need your help.
Forget it.
I've got to have someone she fancies. I can't do it without that.
I'm not doing anything with this mixed up with her.
But the longer you're in here, the more she's going to heavy you until she gets what she wants.
Look, I'm not going to help you.
Where are you going, Simpson?
I'm not hungry.
Do you clean your plate, then?
Oh, it's okay, Mrs. Morris. We'll fix it.
Well, what do we do now, Bea?
I don't know. For what I want to do, I can't force her into it. I suppose I'll just have to think of something else.
What did Bea want? Some stupid idea to get rid of Ferguson. She wanted me to help her. What did you say? No, of course. What do you think I am? I'm getting mixed up with that stupid bitch when I'll be out of here in a few days. Blimey, you didn't say that to Bea, did you? No. Thank God for that. The less women who know about this, the better. I'm not going to take the rap if it all goes wrong when you've been blabbing your mouth off about it. I'm not! You know, it's not a bad idea going along with Bea. What? Oh, listen to me, will you? Now, look. The women, they all know that Ferguson's been putting the hard word on you, don't they? Yeah. Well, if you don't go along with Bea, they might think that you and her are on together. Then you'll really be in for it. Well, either that or they're going to twig that you've got a plan of your own. I don't care. That woman gives me the creeps. What have you got to lose? Give it a go just for a little while. Like you said, you've only got a couple of more days in here. If the women find out you're planning to go over the wall, Ferguson might find out about it. Looks like I don't have much choice, doesn't it? I just hope things don't get too heavy in here in the next few days.
I'll check the one.
So I've thought about what you said. I'll be in it.
Terrific. Sit down, we'll discuss the details. Lorna, take a walk, will you? Right. Now, the way I see it, we set you up as if you're living in the lap of luxury.
What do you mean?
You'll have all this stuff in your room. More soap and you can use, more chocolates, biscuits, coffee, fresh milk, that sort of thing.
How do I get that?
You don't, we do. But don't use any of it because remember, it's all on loan. Then we start dropping comments to the screws that it's Joan who's supplying you with all the stuff she's pinched from the other women.
They won't buy it.
Of course not. If they catch you in bed with her as well, then she's a goner.
No way. I'm not going to be in that.
Now, calm down. It'll be all right. All you have to do is lead her on a bit. Play hard to get. Now, you must have done that with fellas a million times. Then as soon as she's alone in the cell with you, we send Po-Face in to break it up.
And what if she doesn't get there?
She'll get there.
Seems to me like I'm taking all the risks.
Seems to me like you're forgetting that freak can have a go at you any time she likes. Now, if you think you can handle it yourself, that's fair enough. But if not, we are prepared to help you. Now, what's it going to be?
You're right.
Good. Don't tell anyone, because there's no one you can trust.
Donna, the door's locked.
Just a sec, love.
Coming.
Hi. Just having a bit of a sleep. I didn't want anyone busting in. Where'd you go?
Oh, it was a waste of time going to CES today. Oh, there wasn't one job I could apply for.
Never mind, you'll find something. Do you want to know the movies tonight? There's that truckie movie on down the road.
I'd love to, but I haven't got any money, and my Dolce won't be coming for ages. Oh, I should have let that strong bastard sack me. Oh, then I'd only have to wait a fortnight.
I've got some cash, it's all right.
No, I can't bludge off you all the time.
And pay me back when you've got some.
Well, don't you have to work tonight?
I can do a bit after the movies. Enough to pay for the rent, anyway. There's one good thing about being on the game. Money's terrific and you can work your own hours. You coming or not?
Yeah, okay.
And then get changed.
How are you going to get out of here, Chrissy?
Oh, I don't know.
When the time comes, I'll find a way. We've got to get you out of here first, though.
Yeah.
You've been on the run before.
No, never.
What are you going to do when you get out?
I don't know. If the robbery hasn't gone as planned, I was going to take Mum and go bush or something. Find a nice little country town, maybe buy a house, live quietly.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe New Zealand.
Can't do that now, though. Duncan's going to take most of my share of the money to pay for my breakout. It's going to cost a fortune.
Look, I would have done it for nothing, honest. It's just that I need that money for Elizabeth and me.
Yeah, it's all right, don't worry. There's not enough anyway. I should never have got involved with Duncan and his bunch of idiots. They really wanted too much. All I wanted was the money that I was cheated out of, you know. I really needed it.
Told you before, my mother's been sick for years.
My mum's dead. Happened soon after we came out here from England. She thought it was going to be really different here. Sunny Australia, plenty of money, sunshine. The old man never changed though. Just kept on boozing and bashing her up. He never even got himself a job. She always wanted to go back to London, but he wouldn't take her. Broke her heart, it did. We always used to say she died of emigration.
My mother had a nervous breakdown, poor thing, when I was arrested. She just couldn't handle it. God, I wish I'd never involved her.
Involved?
Yeah, that's how I got the money out of the factory. We came out of the payroll office and this guard came up and started firing at us. And the guys I was with pinned him down and I got out. We were going to meet later, but I didn't think we were going to get away with it, so I put the cash in a carton in the dispatch office and addressed it to my mother.
You mean the delivery truck carried the money out of the factory for you?
Yeah. I went to the toilets, tidied myself up, straight out the front gate.
You got an ass, I'll give you that. I'll tell you what, you'll have no problems getting out of here.
Shop? Oh, hi, Mrs. Morris. Sorry, the shop's closed today because of the strike.
What strike?
Oh, take your pick. I tried to get the phone connected, there's a go-slow on. I tried to get the beds delivered, all the truckies are out on a stop-work meeting. And the council inspector said he's snowed under with work until 2 weeks next Tuesday. You want me to go on?
No, I get the picture. Well, Judy, you've really done a lot of work. It's looking good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Wally helped me all day long yesterday, but I feel as though I've hardly scratched the surface.
Oh, it takes time. The reason I'm here is that Mrs. Davidson wants to get the women started on some sort of project so that you'll have something to sell when you open up the shop.
Great. When can I see her?
This afternoon, if you're free.
I guess I am free now, aren't I? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I wrote to Laurie. I told her the truth. Wally talked me into it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Yeah. And I've had a visit from one of the neighbours. A Thelma Turner runs a shop across the street. She said we'll probably have trouble with the neighbours.
Yes, well, we had a few problems like that with the other halfway house.
Is that why it folded?
No. They ran out of money and couldn't get government assistance. Mind you, I don't think the woman who was running it really had a heart in it.
Well, this one does, believe me. I'm going to see that this works if I have to beg, borrow, or otherwise.
Well, don't get too carried away. A lot of eyes on you at the moment. Many people would like to see you fail. Don't give them an excuse.
Don't worry. I won't.
I've told you I'm not doing nothing till I've got my money.
You'll get the money when I'm ready. Now, let's talk about getting her out. It's going to be the laundry truck. I'll be back later to tell you when.
The laundry truck? Oh, you've got to be joking.
You make sure Hannah's on it. We'll make sure she gets out all right.
Look, it might be easy for you to get onto the driver. I can't guarantee getting her on board. Not with that lot. Them screws down there are red hot.
That's what you're getting paid for, sugar.
I haven't been paid yet, have I? You're supposed to be bringing it in today.
Have a look at the nice pussycat.
What is in there?
All $2 grand. So just make sure it goes off all right. Now, how do we get her onto the truck?
I've been thinking about it. There's only one way. That's down from the roof. I can get her onto the van, but once she's on it, she's on her own as far as I'm concerned.
That'll be fine. And Chrissy, don't let me down.
Yeah? What you gonna do about it then, love?
Nothing. To you. I'll just give this back to my favorite little girl.
Bastard.
And Chrissy, don't spend it all at once.
Did he bring it in? Well, what are you going to do with it now?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not leaving it lying around here. It's a bit uncomfortable, but at least it'll be safe. I'll sew it into the lining later.
Well, what about the breakout? Did he say when it was?
No, not yet. He's going to let me know. But I do know that the guys are coming in on the laundry van.
What am I supposed to do, hide in a laundry bag?
No, there's only one way, and that's over the roof and onto the top of the truck.
But I can't do that. How do I get down?
We're just going to have to make some rope out of some sheets, aren't we?
A rope? I haven't climbed a rope since I was a kid.
Well, you're going to have to start practicing, aren't you? Otherwise, you're stuck in airplane footsie with Ferguson.
What are you up to?
Nothing. I'm just getting this photo frame of Lizzie's for Bea.
Does Lizzie know?
Of course she does. Bea's collecting things from all the women.
What sort of things?
Oh, you know. Posters, curtains, buy-up stuff. What can you give her?
What'd she want it for?
I can't say. It's just something she's working on. Now, come on, what are you going to give me?
Well, I don't know.
Well, come on, it's only for a lend. I'll give it back.
You can have these. I don't like them anyway.
Thanks. What about the flowers?
All right.
Thanks. I'll bring them back.
Mrs. Morris has kept me up to date with the progress reports, Judy. You certainly seem to be doing well.
Yeah, well, it could be better.
Oh, well, all good things take time. Now, tell me, have you had any good ideas about getting the women involved?
I've been thinking about a couple of things. I mean, the prison reform group, well, they don't have enough money to help us stock the shop. And I thought, if we could get the women some work in the print shop, and the money that they make, they'd be able to buy materials for soft toys and things.
Yes, well, the contracts certainly have been falling by the wayside lately.
Yeah, well, Myra's probably too busy to chase up orders. I mean, the bookshop's keeping her busy.
Well, I'm glad she's doing well, but I'm sorry we're not seeing so much of her. I hope the PRG doesn't lose her altogether.
Yeah. Look, I've got time now. Why couldn't I try and get work for the print shop?
Well, I have no objections. We certainly have to get funds from somewhere. Now, as far as new projects are concerned, I was thinking of reintroducing the pottery classes.
Well, no offense meant, but I've got a friend who's a potter, and he's been supplying me with stuff for the shop. I don't think the women's standards are quite up to his.
Fair enough.
The soft toys that Paul Reed had the women making, they used to sell well.
Yes, but they weren't the most popular. I'll have a word with the women and see how keen they are on the idea.
Look, Mrs. Davidson, would you mind if I spoke to them? It might seem like an order if it comes from you.
All right. We'll do it straight away. Mrs. Morris, could you assemble the women in the recreation room?
Of course.
Judy, I do hope you can get this off the ground. The last halfway house was a very unfortunate affair. We certainly could do with another one. Goodness knows. It's hard enough for ex-prisoners to make it on the outside.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mr. Farber,
Oui.
I'm Susie Driscoll. I phoned you about the job.
All right. Take a seat, please. Susie Driscoll. Your age?
17.
Where have you been working?
I worked at the chuck wagon for a while. I've just finished there.
And that was counter sales, was it?
Counter and kitchen. A little bit of both.
Uh-huh. And before that?
I was at school.
So, you have your HSC.
No.
Have you done any waitressing before?
No. But the ad said it wasn't necessary.
Yes, I know. But I've had so many girls apply, and some of them have very good references. You see, we run a server service here, and to be honest, I don't have the time to train anyone new. If you were a year older, perhaps I could give you part-time work behind the bar.
Well, thanks anyway.
I'm sorry.
What's this, Christmas?
Get out.
She knows about it, Bea. I couldn't keep it from her. Anyway, it was Chrissy that talked me into going along with it.
Is that right? Now, why would she do that?
Do you reckon she'll blow it, Faith?
Not when I've had a word with her.
We've got a whole lot of stuff. You look, by the time we finish with your cell, it's going to be the snazziest in the whole block.
What is this garbage?
Presents, my love, from an admiring screw. We'll hide these away, bring them out a few at a time. Then spread a few whispers about things missing from the cells. You'll also hear a few whispers about you. You might also find they won't talk to you, but that shouldn't worry you. If they get too heavy, let me know. I'll pull them back into line.
Do you think this is going to work?
Of course it will, as long as you do your bit and string her along.
Hey, it's a pity we haven't got a nice photograph of Ferguson to put in here.
What we really need is something we shouldn't have, like a piece of jewellery, something she would have had to smuggle into you.
Great, and I get caught with it. Thanks very much.
We've got to make this convincing, Hannah.
Come on, everybody assemble in the red room.
Right, set her off, Doreen. Well, good old Judy. We might get that piece of jewellery after all.
Well, I know it's a bore making stuffed toys. It was for me too, but the halfway house needs money. Now, if we can split the profits, then we'll have a release fund for everybody. What do you reckon?
Sounds good to me, Jude. Yeah. Can we just chat about that, Mrs. Morris? Okay, girls, buzz off.
Thanks, love. I don't think they were too keen till you gave them the nod.
Oh, no worries. But I do need a favour in return.
What's that?
We're to lurk to get rid of Ferguson. I need someone to bring in some jewellery, a pendant or a bracelet, the sort of thing a dyke would give a girl she fancies. No offence, but I thought you could think of something.
Look, I would really like to help you, and I mean that, but I can't take the chance of getting caught bringing something in. I mean, the halfway house is just being set up.
I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't important, Jude. We've got to get rid of her. Now, you know better than anyone what a bent screw can do. Look at Jock Stewart.
I'm sorry, love. I can't help you.
Oh, Jesus, you're a bloody hypocrite, aren't you? You come in here spouting about what you're going to do for the prisoners. Well, it's now we need it, not when we're released. Because Joan Ferguson will still be here heading some other mob of poor bitches.
Look, I understand that, don't I? It's just that I can't do anything to help you.
Just that you won't do anything. Bugger it. If you're not going to give us a hand, I don't see why we should help you out. You can stick your soft toys and your halfway house and all your other do-gooder ideas. Well, some people have got bloody short memories, that's all I can say. They walk through those gates and forget all about the mates they've left behind.
Seems to me that Jude's not the only one who's forgotten who her mates are.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I mean that I wouldn't ask any mate to risk a parole for anything, no matter how important it was.
I thought Jude would jump at the chance of helping. Oh, and she would, too, if it was Jock Stewart we were trying to get rid of.
Yeah, well, I think Lizzie's right. Jude's only doing what she thinks is best.
Oh, for God's sake, will you look at what we're up against with bloody Ferguson?
Forget that jewellery. That's only the icing on the cake. If Hannah does her job properly, you'll have Ferguson fixed.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe nothing, B. You had no right to have a go at Jude, and you know it.
I just want to get rid of her. Oh, I'll have a word to Jude when she comes in again. And apologise. Meanwhile, I suppose we'd better think about making those teddy bears. Just past your cell, Simpson. Looks like an op shop. Oh? Looks like you've been helping yourself to other people's things.
I bought them.
Bought them? Where would you get the money?
What good is money in here? You know there are things you can trade.
Oh, yes, there are. Several things. Hey, don't play the cold fish too much. You'll scare her off.
An animal wouldn't scare her.
If she thinks she's got another girlfriend in here, she might just lose interest. You've got to take the first step. Get her to do you a favour.
No way.
Oh, I see. You decided to handle this yourself, haven't you? Fair enough. But I don't fancy your chances.
What?
Tell her you're tired of working in the laundry. You'd like to take the trolley around, but I won't let you. Lizzie.
Miss Ferguson.
What are you doing out of the laundry?
I just can't stand it in there, the steam and that damn press. It's so hot.
My heart bleeds for you.
I asked B. Smith if I could do the linen collection, but she wouldn't let me.
So?
Well, I just thought if you could have a word to her and order me to do it, I could get out of there more often.
Why should I do you a favour?
Well, you're always asking me if there's anything you can do.
All right, let's go.
Don't take that out, Birdsworth.
I have to, Miss Ferguson. I haven't done the workshop or the kitchen yet.
Get over there and start folding sheets. Simpson's taking the basket out.
Over my dead body. It's my job and it always has been.
It isn't now.
Now, hang on a minute. I'm in charge here. It's okay with the other officers, and I decide who does what work.
Really, Smith? What about the times you're in the pound for insolence to an officer?
You push this and you'll have a strike on your hands.
Oh, what are you going to do? Call your union out.
I mean it. There'll be no work done.
Please yourselves. Won't bring the prison to a grinding halt. The only effect of you lot not working is that you won't get paid. Doesn't worry us. Just means a lot less on the buy-up order. Righto, Simpson. Take that basket and get out of here. And the rest of you, have a good bludge. And think about how much it's costing you.
Who is it?
It's me. Open up, I forgot my key.
You got it?
Nice dress. New.
Yeah, I picked it up a couple of days ago.
Must have set you back a few bucks.
Didn't pinch it.
You may well have done. You can't afford new clothes, not the money you're making.
Got the money, Des, honest. Just give it to me, please.
How much did you make last night?
Couple of hundred?
How much?
All right, 150. Well, you asked me to get friendly with Susie. I took her to the movies and...
You must be holding out on me, sweetheart. New clothes, nights off. Maybe you can't afford smack anymore.
Of course I can. 150.
Not enough.
What do you mean?
This deal's 160.
You bastard.
Sorry, inflation. Take it or leave it.
I haven't got any more.
Well, I could do you a favour. I could let you have it cheap, but you'll have to do something for me in return.
What?
I've got a bloke lined up for Susie. He's kinky for virgins and he's prepared to pay big money. And he'll go along with the seduction bit too.
I don't know, Des. I've been trying. I don't reckon she'll be in it. I can talk around, but you'll just have to give me more time.
All right, you got it.
Thank you.
We're all going to double date. Tonight.
Ho face is coming. Make it look good.
Think you're bloody smart, don't you, getting Lizzie kicked off basket, Judy?
What do you mean it wasn't my idea?
Like hell, you got a friend to do you a favour.
Leave her alone, doll.
Shut your face, Chrissy.
Pity we haven't all got a friendly screw to help us out.
I haven't.
Oh, no? Well, what about all those presents in your cell? Did they fly there by themselves?
Yeah. Wouldn't be a screw putting them all in there for you, would it?
Look, leave me alone.
And what happens after lights out, eh?
Hey, shut up, you lot.
All right, everyone. What's going on? What are you arguing about?
Nothing, Mrs. Powell.
Simpson, nothing to spell.
Okay. Get to lunch, all of you. What's going on, Smith?
Why ask me?
Well, you're supposed to be in charge of the women in here, aren't you?
Oh, not anymore, Mrs. Powell. It's got nothing to do with me.
Hey, the nearest I ever came to yachting was a pedalo boat on the Gold Coast.
My yacht's a bit too big to pedal.
Hey, what about that drink we were going to have one day after work?
All we got to do is work out when our shifts coincide.
Yeah. Well, what about Tuesday? I finish early.
Oh, I got a double shift Tuesday. I can always swap with Susan Bailey, though. She owes me a favour. Is that all right with you, Mrs. Powell?
I don't care.
As long as the duty's covered and it's marked on the roster.
Right. Tuesday it is.
Have either of you noticed Simpson's cell lately?
I mean, those bits and pieces she's got lying around looks like a junk shop. She claims she bought them from the other women.
Probably presents from a girlfriend.
Girlfriend? What makes you say that?
Well, it's not unusual for women to form attachments with other women in the prison. Well, that's what they told us at training school, anyway.
And you don't find it strange?
Of course not. Most of them go straight back to their husbands or boyfriends when they get out. Anyway, even if they are gay, so what?
I think Po-Face heard just enough to get her interested.
We should have slipped in a name.
No, that's where Chrissy made her mistake. Instead of setting it up, she just rushed out screaming rape.
Yeah, but if Ferguson tries it on Hannah again, maybe she'll start screaming.
I think she'll be okay. All she has to do is hold her off until the time's right. We've got to get the screws suspicious first.
Oh, you know, I really like the TV program about the underwater, you know, with the octopuses and the alligators.
Oh, that was a beauty.
Yeah.
Lizzie?
Good day, Mrs. M. We've just been talking about TV shows. What's your favourite?
Oh, I don't get much time to watch TV. Look, I just saw a photo frame in Hannah's cell. Isn't that the one you had with Sid's photo in it?
Yeah.
Well, what's Hannah doing with it?
I don't know.
Didn't give it away, did you? I mean, you were very attached to that.
Yeah, I know.
Bea, do you know anything about this?
Not a thing, Mrs. M.
Did Hannah steal it?
Don't you think I'd get it back if she had?
Well, what's she doing with it then?
Can't say.
And if we did say, we'd probably end up in the pound.
Shut up, Doreen.
So what is going on?
Nothing. She's gone.
Thank God for that. I don't know if I can have held out much longer.
Hi, how'd you go? I give up. I'll never find a job.
Stop worrying about it, you will.
I can't help it.
You look like you could do with a night on the town to cheer you up.
I bludged off you last night. I'm not going to do it again tonight.
Oh, no, you don't have to. Des has invited us out. He's paying the bill.
The three of us?
4, actually. He's got a friend of his in town. Len, his name is.
So I'm the blind date.
Come on, it's a free meal, maybe a show. Could be fun.
Well, what's this Len like?
Tall, dark and handsome. Could be your type.
Well, how old is he?
About 35.
He's nearly old enough to be my father.
Be silly. Guy with a bit of experience isn't all bad.
I'm not going out with him for that.
Grow up, Susie. You're not turning a trick or anything. If you like the guy, go for your life. If you don't, give him a goodnight kiss and piss him off. It's easy.
Well,
come on, you can wear that dress you like.
okay.
Great.
What do you want?
I was about to ask you the same question. You seem to have changed your tune about being friendly. What are you up to?
Well, like you told me before, I'm going to be in here for quite a while. I just thought I'd make myself comfortable. No point in making enemies.
No, of course not.
Chrissy was telling me about a woman in Barnhurst who became friendly with an officer. It seems she got a lot more things the other women missed out on.
And?
Well, it seems I could get the same if I got a few favours.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't make any deals with me. Oh, you're a very pretty girl. Very pretty.
And you haven't got anywhere to run, have you? So, if I want you, I'll have you. There's nothing you can do about it. But I have been known to be very good to my friends.
Don't mind me. I only live here. It's hard to find privacy these days, isn't it?
How dare you talk to an officer like that?
No, I didn't mean nothing by
You
it.
shut up or I'll have you in the pound for insolence.
Please, Miss Ferguson, she didn't do anything.
Oh, really? I'm going to be watching you two very closely.
Bloody hell.
I'm sure something's going on.
Always, but what do you mean?
All that stuff in Hannah's cell. I'm sure she couldn't come by it honestly. Then I asked Lizzie about the photo frame and everyone just clammed up.
Yes, it is a bit strange. I overheard an argument between Simpson and Burns. Now, there was some mention as having an officer as a friend, but I couldn't catch what it was.
You don't suspect Steve again?
You said it. No, I didn't.
I think some of the mud that's been flung around is stuck.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I think he's capable of it.
I don't. I think the job means too much to him.
Oh, I'm not saying it is him. Not until I've got definite proof. I've ended up with egg on my face twice now. That's not going to happen again.
Mrs. Powell.
So,
I was wondering if you could authorise a transfer of Chrissy Latham to another cell. I'm quite sure that she and Simpson are cooking up something between them.
well, if you're referring to those bits of rubbish in the cell, I think it's far too obvious for Latham to be involved. No, I'd rather wait and see what happens.
Yes, you could be right. Well, I'd better get back.
So what do you make of that?
What do you make of it?
Well, she and Steve are pretty friendly lately. Now, it must be cramping his style with Simpson to have Latham around all the time. I wonder if he sent her in to see me to divert attention from himself.
Another drink, Lynn?
No, it's my shop. What are you having, Donna?
Black Russian, please.
Another Southern Comfort, Susie?
Sorry?
Same again?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Well, the waiter's nowhere around. Let's go to the bar and get them ourselves.
Sure. Excuse me, Susie.
Well, what do you think? Oh, it's really nice. He's great, Susie. I'd take him out any time. Yeah, he's terrific. Could be it tonight, eh?
Come on, Donna. Let's dance. Well,
She likes him.
do you reckon she'll come across?
Don't worry, Des. You'll get your bloody money. That belly dancer was really good, wasn't she?
Yes, it was a great cabaret. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I've never been to a nightclub before. It was terrific, thank you. Excuse me a minute.
Well, what do you reckon, mate?
She's stunning.
Yeah, you'll have to work on her a bit, but I reckon she'll go off.
Yes, I'm sure she will.
Me and Donna will leave you to it.
Right.
Oh, there's a small matter of payment.
Oh, yes, sorry. $2.50, right?
Right.
You make me sick, Des.
What's wrong with her?
Ah, forget it, mate. You know what they're like sometimes.
I think I've had a bit too much to drink. You'll be all right, love. Listen, I'm going back to Des's place, so you can have my bed tonight. Why? You know what they say, 3's a crowd, 4's an orgy. What am I supposed to do with Len? You're a big girl now, Suze. You like him, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but
Look, if Des wasn't here, I'd race him off myself. See you in the morning, okay? Bye. What do you want? What do you want? What was that? Creep, Fergus.
Just knowing she can come in here any time. Yeah, well, you won't have to worry about it for much longer, will you? You'll be out of here soon. Good night.
I'd have been kicked out of the hostel soon anyway. So if Donna hadn't let me stay here, well, I'd be out in the streets.
Well, it's good having friends like that.
Yes.
I'd like to be friends with you, Susie.
Are you married or engaged or anything?
I was. I'm divorced now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not. Well, marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be, you know.
I suppose not.
Well, it all goes back to friendship. If you're not friends, then you shouldn't be married. If you are friends, what's the point in being married?
Yeah.
I've had a wonderful evening. Great company.
So have I.
It's getting late. I'd better get going.
Well, can't you stay a little bit longer? Len. Len. Len.
Come on, you lot, move it! You too, Simpson, hurry it up.
Not you, Latham. I want a word with you.
But I've got to get to Master, Miss Ferguson.
I know that. I want to know what's going on between you and Simpson.
Nothing's going on. What are you on about? We share a cell, that's all.
Yes, and a cosy little arrangement it is, too.
What you getting at?
You sure there's not more than just friendship between you two?
Me and Anna? You got to be joking.
Oh, come on, Latham. Don't try to tell me you're not like that. I know better.
But it's true.
Where did all this come from?
She got them from the other women.
Really? You sure you didn't steal them and give to her as presents?
Oh, yeah, like hell. I would have been bashed to a pulp.
Yeah, that's right. You're not very popular, are you? A regular little Peter thief. I reckon the VJ'd give you about a week in the pound.
But I haven't done nothing.
Maybe even 2, if I have a word with him. And then I'd have to get in touch with that boyfriend of yours and tell him that he couldn't bring your little girl in to see you.
No, please.
Visits are a privilege, not a right.
Don't do that, please, Miss Ferguson.
It's up to you, Latham.
B. Smith is trying to set you up. She wants the other screws to think that you and Hannah are on together.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare